Right?
Yeah.
You're approaching with the examiner. Always look under the truck. This is no oil or any another fluid leak under the truck. Then come towards the door. So whenever you open the door, you have to mention the three things here. Always stick with the three things. So my parking brake is set and my key is out. Parking brake is set, key is out. And then number two, I will open the cargo box. Close the door and mention this truck is occupied with air dryer system. I do not need to drain the wet tank. And this truck has all the automatic slag adjuster. I do not need to adjust manually. So when you open this cargo box, you have to mention the three things inside. What are the three things? First aid kit, fire extinguishers and warning triangle. And then we have to grab the three things from here. What are the three things? First, wheel chocks. Make sure you chock your wheel on the same axle in the proper way. Good. Number one and two and the drag. Now make sure you close the jockey box, or you can call it cargo box. Now we are going to open the hood. So opening the hood and first step, and then if you come close to, you pull it and then you remove it. Now you come to another side. So when you are opening the hood, you have to be safe. Do not put your both hand and try to pull it. So make sure this leg is supporting you. When you are opening, use your both hand. See, if I fell, it's supported by this leg. Now start from the passenger side. When you starting, you have to remember the three things. What are the three things? Number one, engine. Number two, hoses. Number three, fluids. So first we talk about the engine. No visual damage or oil leak on the right side of the engine. All the hoses are and lines are secure. Clamps are tight. Now we come to the fluids. Washer fluid, adequate level, cap is tight or secure. Now we come to the radiator. Radiator is secure and no leak. Fan secure, no broken or missing blade. Engine belt and fan belt, adequate tension, no cut or crack. Then we come to the frame. Make sure you tap hardly. Frame is secure, all the bolts are in place. Leaf spring secure. Both the U-bolts are secure and tight. Axle secure, no damage. Shocks no damage, no leak. Air line connected to the brake chamber, safe, secure and no air leak. Brake chamber itself safe, secure and no air leak. Pull it and say push rod travel between half to 3/4 of the inch. Inside of the tire, the rim, no damage to the rim. Inside of the tire wall, no cut, crack or bulges inside of the tire. Even thread wear more than 3 mm and adequate air pressure. Outside of the tire, no cut, crack or bulges. Rim, no damage to the rim. Touch each of the lug nuts. All the lug nuts are tight and no missing. No oil leak from the hub. Now we come to the another side. Remember first three things. When you open the hood, first whatever you see, engine. No oil or visual damage on the left side of the engine. Then we come to the hoses. All the hoses and lines are secure, clamps are tight. Number 3, we come to the fluids. Radiator fluid, adequate level, or you can say coolant, adequate level, and cap is secure. Power steering fluid, adequate level, and cap is secure. Now we check the engine oil. Pull it, use your both hands, do not throw. Okay, so now it's pipe and put it back. Engine oil, adequate level, no discolor or burn smell. Get back. Engine oil, cap is secure. Now we can start from the small thing. Radiator is secure, no leak. Fan is secure, no broken or missing blade. Now we come to the compressor and governor. You see that black part? It's called governor. Compressor and governor are secure, no air leak. Main air line, safe, secure, no air leak. All the other airlines, safe, secure, no air leak. Steering rod, minimal play. All the other steering components are secure, no damage. Frame, no damage to the frame. All the bolts are in place. Leaf spring, no damage to the leaf spring and secure. Both the U bolts are secure and tight. No oil leaks from the shocks. No damage to the axle. Airline connected to the brake chamber, safe, secure, no leak. Brake chamber itself, safe, secure, no leak. Pushrod travel between 1/2 to 3/4 of the inch. Inside of the tire rim, no damage. Inside of the tire ball, no cut, crack or bulges, even thread wear. More than 3 mm. Adequate air pressure. Outside of the tire, no cut, crack or bulges. Rim has no damage. All the lug nuts are tight and present. No oil leak from the hub. Hood part is done. Now we are closing the hood. We have to say closing hood securely. Now we go inside. You can come from another side. Whenever we open the door, we have to do 3 things. What are the 3 things? Come inside, I will show you. And I will show you how to get inside the cab with 3-point contact. Come over here. Oh, right. So when you are getting inside, make sure you have to, and getting out, 3-point contact. Hand over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you get in. Number 1, when you are getting in, placing the tools over the creeper securely. Starting the truck. Seat adjuster, mirror adjuster. Okay. So now I started the truck number 2. Number 3, I have to release the tractor brake. Do not apply the trailer brake because we have no trailer. Press the yellow button in and tell the examiner my wheels are choked I am releasing the parking brake. Now we start from a circle and then we move from up, 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 up. So I say about the mirror, my mirror is clean and properly adjusted. My window is clean and working. Make sure you leave it little down. My windshield is clean and no damage, no rock chip. My passenger side mirror is clean. Move towards the passenger side mirror. My passenger side mirror is clean and properly adjusted. My passenger side window is clean and working. Come to the seat belt. Ask the examiner, please can you check your seat belt? And please can you check your seat? And now you come down. No loose object on the ground. Come to my seat. My seat is secure. And my seat belt is also secure. Now come to this switch over here. Turn on the switch. Since my marking light and my headlights are on and my gauge lights, dash lights are working. I have adequate voltage and my battery is charging. I have adequate oil pressure and I have adequate water temperature. All my air gauges and other gauges are working. I have sufficient fuel for the trip. Now you come down from here. My 4-way flasher is working. My dome light is working. Turn all the way on. My heater and defroster is working. Please can you put your hand and check? So now this part is completed. Now we move little bit up. My wiper and my washer fluid is working. My wipers are in good condition. My right turn signal is working. My left turn signal is working. My high beam is working. My low beam is working. My steering is secure and properly adjusted. My city horn is working. My highway horn is working. My overhead compartments are secure and my documents are in the overhead compartments. My reading light and my map light is working. Please can you check yours? And overhead all the compartments are secure. Now we come to the air pre-trip. So there are 5 steps in the air pre-trips. First of all, I will check the compressor cutout governor unloading. I am fanning down by pressing my brake pedal multiple times. So now my pressure is under 100. I start raising the RPM and I am checking for governor to unload. Governor unloaded between 105 to 135. I am raising my RPM between 1000 to 1200. I am building the pressure. My purge valve open. It just confirm me that my governor is unloaded, my compressor cut out. Now I am looking to governor in the load, to governor to load. My compressor gonna cut in. I am fanning down 20 psi below maximum and raise my RPM. While raising the RPM, my needles are moving. They confirm that my governor is loading my compressor cut in. Now I am fanning down and listen for the low air warning. It should come on 60 or above. My low air warning activated visual and audio above 60 psi. I am continuously fanning down to check my compressor build up time from 50 to 90 psi. I fan down below 50 psi. Now I am raising the RPM. Once my first needle will raise to the 50, I will start my timer. I start my timer. It should be no more than 3 minutes from 50 to 90 psi in BC. I am holding my RPM at 1100, in between 11 and 1200. My low air warning goes off above 60 psi and I am continuing building the air pressure. I made from 50 to 90 psi within 1 minute and 10 seconds. So now I am continues to build up the pressure more than 100 psi to check the leak test. Now I have pressure more than 100 psi. I turn off the truck and turn the ignition key on and hold my brake application between 90 to 100 psi. So I can watch the gauge over here. I am pressing to the 100 psi. Now my needles are stable and I start my timer and listening for audible air leak. It should not be more than 3 psi within 1 minute. This is the longest minute in your life. So within 1 minute, I do not lose more than 3 psi. My needles barely moved. Now my air pre-trip is done. Now from here, we have to go out and we also have to do the 3 things. What are that 3 things? First of all, we have to pick up our tools which we put towards the passenger side seat. So easy for us to pick up. And number 2, we have to turn on the high beam. Make sure your blue light is on and left turn signal. Getting out with 3-point contact and also grab your creeper and tools. When you come into the front, you say overall no damage in the front of the truck. All my 5 marking lights are working. No damage to my windshields. My windshield is clean, no damage to the hood, no damage to the grille. My both the high beams are working. My passenger side marking light is working and my driver side marking light and signal is working. No damage to the bumper. Fog lights are in place and clean. My license plate is secure and clean. Now we come to the left side. Overall, no damage on the left side of the truck. Corner mirror is secure, clean, no damage. Left turn signal and marking light working. Mirror is secure and no damage. Door open and close securely. No damage to the windows and windows are clean. All the batteries are secure. Cables are connected properly. No corrosion. We check for acid level and corrosion weekly. Steps are secure. Fuel cap is secure and tight. Cargo box is secure. Now come to the back side of the truck. No damage in the back of the truck. Utility light is placed and clean and secure. All the air lines and electrical lines are secure. No air leak from the air lines. Fuel tank is secure. Cab mounts are secure. Deck is secure. Steps are secure. Mud flap is secure. Now come in between the tires. Leaf spring secure. Both the U bolts and axle no damage. No damage to the shocks. Airbag is properly inflated, no cut or cracks. No damage to the rim. Inside of the tire, no cut, crack or bulges. Even thread wear. More than 3 mm. Adequate air pressure. Inside of the dollies, no cut, crack to the tires. No rock or derbies between the dollies. Outside of the tire, no cut, crack or bulges. No damage to the rim. All the lug nuts are tight and present. No oil leak from the hub. Same thing on this side of the tire. If there is fifth wheel, we talk about the fifth wheel. Fifth wheel is secure and slider pins are locked. No damage to the frame. All the bolts are in place. Leaf spring secure, no damage. Both the U bolts are secure, no damage and tight. No damage to the axle. Shocks no leak. Inside of the rim, no damage. Inside of the tire, no cut, crack or bulges. Even thread wear, more than 1.6 mm. In the front, there is 3 mm. In the back, it's 1.6 mm. And adequate air pressure. Inside of the tire, no cut, crack or bulges. No rock or debris. No damage to the rim. All the lug nuts are tight and present and no missing. No oil leak from the hub. No damage to the mud flap and mud flap is secure. Airbag is properly inflated, no cut, cracks. Now we come to the back and say all the reflectors are in place and clean. These are the reflectors. My left turn signal is working and my license plate light is working and my license plate is secure and my tail light is working. Now we go back again to the cab and we're going to open the door. We have to do the 3 things. What are the 3 things? First of all, we turn off the signal because they are using same light bulb. So we press the brake and ask the examiner, please can you check my brake light is working? And then I turn off my high beam and turn the low beam on and right turn signal. Number 1, change the signal. Number 2, change the high beam to low beam. Number 3, we have to press the brake and check the brake lights. Now we come back. We say our tail light is working and my right turn signal is working. My mud flap is secure. Airbag, no cut, crack or damages. Same thing as we done on that side. All done, good to go? Good.